Hello, social sellers. How to use conversational marketing to build customer relationship and sell your offer. So this is what we're going to talk about today. It is great to have the best offer, the best high value offer, and high value offer could be low ticket or high ticket offer, because at the end, like your customer always is looking for the highest value for every single dollar they pay you in exchange. So remember the formula always. I focus on, for every single dollar your client pays you for a product or an offer or a service or even a solution, you have to give them in return, in perceived value in return, $10 in that perceived value. So keep that formula always in your mind. And this is the basic of everything that you do to make your marketing, to make your sales much easier. So when you build your offer and when you know your target market, when you know what kind of problem your niche market or target market is facing, so now how you can open a conversation with them to sell them that offer, because sometimes or most of the times your client, your target audience, especially if you have a new solution or a new offer to that specific problem or an innovative solution or offer for that specific problem, your client or your target niche audience, sometimes they don't know that some like this kind of problem exists in their lives. They are experiencing the problem, they are experiencing these circumstances, they are experiencing the bad results or the negative results, but they don't even understand like why all of that is happening. And your job is, by opening this kind of conversation using social media, you indoctrinate them to understand, yes, I have this problem. Then you take them to the next level to understand like what kind of solution or offer you have. And later on to the third level, when they are ready to apply the solution, the offer that you have. So now they come and buy the offer or the solution that you already have. So remember right now, when you create a hypnotic exponential offer, the way you need to sell this offer is by opening a conversation. And this is what you see most coaches and most experts in marketing and advertising, especially on social media. They focus so much on what they call organic reach. So the organic reach is just opening a human conversation between you and your potential customer using your messenger, using the Facebook group. There are like so many different means or mediums that you can use or open this kind of conversation with your prospect or potential customer on social media. I use most of the time Facebook. So I use Facebook group and I use Messenger. If you are using LinkedIn or Instagram, there are like so many different ways that you can use every single platform to open this kind of conversation. So what is conversational marketing and how it helps you to build the right relationship with your customer in order for them to understand how you can help them, how you're going or your solution is going to change their circumstances, their current situation to a better situation, how you're going to bridge them from their current problem toward the results that they want to get in their life, in their money, in their time, in their energy, in their business. So I'm going to tap on those like important points today, but also I will leave it to you, because conversational marketing, it depends so much on your human touch, on you. So you can get the best courses, you can learn from the best experts and coaches, but at the end you need to practice that yourself, because the way you practice it, the way you introduce it to your audience, the way you put your own signature on it, the way you put your own touch on it, it's totally different from, or it differs from one person to another. So let's dig right in. So I prepared a couple of slides just to show you like what is the conversational marketing, why it is super important to build the right relationship with your customer, and how it helps you and help your customer to make the right decision to come buy your solution or buy your offer in order to change their circumstances and get the results they should be getting in their business or in their lives. So, and first, like how or what is the conversational marketing? Like how you can use it, where it focuses, how it could help. So, like remember those three important points: the customer or the conversational marketing use the power of real-time conversation. So your conversation has to be like in the now. So you cannot, or your customer will not contact you or communicate with you, and then you respond after 2 days. It should be also authentic, like related to the experience of your customer. So you need to understand in advance what kind of experience your customer has, what kind of circumstances, what kind of problems. You need to check at least like their profile on social media, because their profile tells you so much about what they are facing, how do they think, what kind of friends do they have, and all the data that you collect, it gives you like very strong background about this specific customer. So you have to do that with every single customer. This is why it is recommended to use the conversational marketing based on the one-on-one conversation, the authentic one-on-one conversation when you have high ticket offer. Because if you want to do that on the low ticket offer, it's going to take you lots of effort and lots of time and energy, and at the end you're not going to make the right money. So at the end, like remember always that your customer, they buy your product, they buy your offer, they buy your solution with the three currency: money, time, and energy. And also when you do that in your business, you have to get paid in money, time, and energy, using the three currencies, the same three currencies. And in one of the previous episodes, I spoke about the law of giving and receiving. And this is a very natural law to human beings. This is how we've been like created, and this is how we function in this physical life. You cannot get something from someone unless you give back, or you cannot give and keep giving unless you get something in return. So if you keep giving, or getting, you are messing with this law. This is why people who volunteer so much in their lives, they get like stressed out or they get depressed because they are not making the right income, the right revenue on their efforts in terms of money, time, and energy. And also, your customer, when they come to you, buy your solution, they are buying that with money, time, and energy. And if they don't get a return on every single piece, on every single currency, or they're going to mess this law of giving and receiving. So this is why sometimes the frustration happens on your side, or the frustration happens on your customer side. And on the customer side, we call it complain. On your side, we say like, it's not working, I don't have passion, I don't have the purpose. So when you experience those kind of circumstances, remember this kind of law, the giving and receiving. And this is a very natural law to human beings. And that law of giving and receiving has been taught in neuroscience right now and in psychology right now. So it is not just a theory, it is a practice in the clinics to help clients and patients to overcome all the burden, all the stress they are facing in their life, in their business. So remember that law always, because some people, they tend to help so much, or they offer their solution or their product for free. That works for a short period of time, but if you don't charge the right money to get what you give, and your customer, they are getting and then they are giving back their money. So when the flow goes naturally, like it is a win-win situation between you and your customer. So keep that in mind when you do the conversational marketing. I advise that you focus on the high ticket offer. You can do it for the low ticket offer, but the high ticket offer, because you are going to put lots of time, lots of energy. So when you open this kind of conversation with your customer, when they pay with the three currency, it is worth the time, the energy, and the money that you have invested with that specific customer. So it builds like authentic experience for customers. and it focuses on unique conversation depends on their situation, on their current situation. So you talk about specific points and messages to that are very specific to each customer, depending on their needs, on their desire, on what's going on in their life, in their business, in their three currencies. And also it's going to be like personalized in a way that it creates a human touch, a human approach in your marketing, in your social media, in your conversation. So keep in mind that conversational marketing, it's all based on like one-to-one, from one human to another human. It's not robotic. It's not just like an automated process or automated sales funnel. It's not just like a boring bot or robot that you have on your messenger. It has to have like this personal human touch. If the other people, like person on the other end, doesn't feel that human touch, it's not, they're not going to like maybe buy or create that kind of strong loyalty and strong relationship with you and with your brand. So with that being said, the advantage of conversational marketing is, instead of creating just a process to create leads or putting your customers in a sales funnel or pipeline, like in this kind of automated messaging, you create what we call an authentic experience, a human experience, which with each individual, with each prospect, with each customer. So it's all based on the human touch. It's all based on their authentic experience and how you're going to position your offer later on to help them understand how you can help them. So I'm going to see like the comments that they are happening right now. Mirna is saying, yeah, effective communication and follow up with each customer. That is like super, super, super true. And it has to be based on the customer needs, desires, circumstances, what is their current situation, what is their desired situation. So it is specialized for every single person. So if I'm doing a conversational marketing right now with Mirna, for instance, like the conversation would be like totally different from doing the same conversation for the same offer for the same purpose with another client, because these circumstances, the current situation of Mirna, the current or the desired situation, what kind of results that Mirna wants, they differ from her situation to any other customer. And could be the customer like a person in the same community, in the same town, in the same area, but the personal touch, the personal circumstances and needs differ from one person to another. So thanks, Mirna, for posting that and for reminding us about this. If you have any question about the conversational marketing, about today's episode, also put that in the comment section and share your experience. What kind of experience you've had so far with this kind of conversational marketing, especially with your high ticket offer. So with that being said, so conversational marketing is not just an automated system. Automation helps, software helps, technology helps, but technology cannot replace the human touch. So with that being said, how to apply conversational marketing in your business right now? Just like think about like those couple points. So literally, when you open a conversation with your client using Messenger, for instance, on Facebook, you open up the conversation and you ask them like personalized questions about what kind of challenges, what kind of current situation they have, like what is their circumstances right now. And remember, like always, I share this formula. Always, your customer, whenever they come to you, they have 3 steps: current situation, desired situation, and the middle, like how to bridge this kind of gap from the current situation to the desired situation. We call that your solution and your method. So those are always the 3 steps to present your offer, to create your offer, to create a business, to sell online, to do anything in life. Like everything related to your life or your business, related to marketing and sales, related to communication, has those 3 steps: current situation, desired situation, and in the middle you have your solution, you have your method. This is what we call your offer. So with that being said, like, use the conversational marketing and very personalized to explain or to open up a conversation to let your customer tells you what are the next steps they think, like to overcome like this kind of problem they are facing right now. And you help them with the conversation, like you give them maybe like quick tips so they can understand, yes, like that could be a possible solution in my situation. Use communication to build more human experience, and more human experience because at the end, remember, like all or every single touch point that your customer go through with you in your process of marketing, social media, offer, sales, and even after sales, it has to create, when they start following you after a certain period of time, what you are helping them to acquire the right knowledge, but also you are helping them to change their habits. And the offer or the solution or sales is no more than just like helping your customer change the habit they have, because the current habit they have is holding them back, is putting them in situation that is full of problems, and for some reasons they are handcuffed. They cannot move forward toward the solution or toward the results that they want to be getting. So using bad habits, using the bad behaviors and attitudes they have, now by following you, by understanding what you do, by listening to you every single day. Like, this is why I do this kind of live, because I help the people who follow me every single day to create a new vision, to create a new attitude, to create a new habit, because a habit on average like takes maybe 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, depends on how complicated it is, but it helps indoctrinate like your customer, your prospect, from moving from their current problem, from their current situation, to start getting the next step, like what is next, what should I do right now. And that becomes a habit in the process, or in the thing that they are doing in life or in their business. So sometimes you open up, and I'm talking right now about the third point. Sometimes you open up a conversation with your client, and like it ends up at a certain point, and you should follow up with that client maybe the next week or after a couple of days. I had someone who contacted me using the conversational marketing, and you tell that those people, they follow up from time to time. They have a system, but they don't check exactly what the previous conversation we had before. So they start all over again and all over again and all over again. Like, that will not work, because it seems that you are repeating yourself. You are repeating and you are not moving. You are not creating this kind of new habit in your process. So literally understand where the past conversation ended up with that prospect, with that specific customer, and always build up on the last communication you had with them. Excuse me. So the last point, and the last important point, is you need to use your signature. You need to use your personality. You need to use your character when you build this kind of conversation. So you need to inspire your prospect. You need to inspire your customer. You need to make it like simple, like not complex, because complex is so easy. Simple, sometimes it's hard to put like everything in simplified way, easy to learn, easy to understand, easy to apply, and it has to be like straight to the point. And like conversational marketing, at the end, you're going to use Messenger sometimes, or most of the time, you're going to type a text in the conversation. So literally, you write as you speak. It's not just something like you use the standard language and, I don't know, like something from Shakespeare and all those sometimes useless things in marketing, or just like to help your customer understand how they can change the circumstances or the current situation they have. So at the end, everything that you do in your marketing, in your social media, and your sales process, it has to take your customer from their current situation, from the problem they are facing right now. No, like regardless the business that you are in. If you are selling ice cream, it works like that. If you are selling shoes, it works like that. if you are selling massage, health services, finance, money services, consulting, coaching, whatever like you are selling, it works always this way. Your customer, your prospect, they come to you because they have a current situation. That current situation is full of problems. They need to get to a better result, to a better desired situation. With your help, this is what we call your offer, your method, your solution, your product, or your service. So this is the formula you have to use always, always, always. And to assess what kind of result and the return on their investment with you, the investment with you when they buy your product, they buy your product not only with money, but also they buy your product with time and energy, because it takes them sometimes time to implement your solution, to implement your offer, and that requires also like elevated energy to get the return on every single effort they should be getting in their business. So Mirna is saying, is it related to their feedback? I'm not sure like if I got your question like correctly, but yeah, like to understand the current situation. Are you asking about the current situation and the desired situation? Am I correct? I'm assuming yes, because your question came at that point. But yes, like depends on the feedback they give you on the current situation, on understanding their problem. You're going to help them to bridge, like to understand like what kind of vision they have to follow to get to the results they want to be getting. This is why we use storytelling. We use customer. Oh yeah, like their feedback is super important always. The conversation that we open with our customers is to get their feedback on every single touch point with our customer. That is totally true. Yes. Thank you, Mirna. So this is like, remember those two formulas. You have the current situation, desired situation, and you have to fulfill the three currencies. Once you do that correctly, it becomes way easier for you to open this kind of conversational marketing and help your customer understand how they can get the results, the return they should be getting when they use your offer, when they use your solution. So with that being said, if you have any question about today's episode, just put your question on in the comment section. Use the hashtag Smart Income if you are watching this live later on as a replay on different social media platforms, and share your experience. Share what kind of conversation marketing that you have been using so far, or you've been like successful so far with regarding your business or regarding your client's business. With that being said, I will see you tomorrow with a new question and a new topic. You enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to open a meaningful conversational marketing with your customers so it helps them to change their circumstances, to change their problems to a better solution, to a better situation in their life, and their money, and their time, and their energy, and also in their business. I will see you tomorrow.